Hi guys, Richard Matharoo here, and in this video I want to help you make more sales more often and with less stress. It tends to be a problem if you're perhaps somebody that's never done any kind of sales work before or never been good at any sales work, and now you've got this home business, you're excited, you're ready to move forward, or maybe you've been doing this for a while but you still don't quite know how to get around the sales aspect of, you've got a product or a service and someone has to buy that from you. If you've never done that before, it can be quite daunting. So let me just give you a few tips and some things to think about that helped me when I first began selling things for a living way back a long time ago, it feels like now. So I just want to tell you a story about a mentor that I had a long time ago. I come from a health and fitness background, even though I'm not in a health and wellness MLM, as people always ask me about that. I had health clubs for about, over 10 years. When I first started, I enjoyed the training aspect. I've always kept myself fit. I love to keep other people fit, and I've always been a good coach. That aspect was fine. But what my mentor said to me was, you realise that you can't actually keep this business going, you can't help any more people if you don't pay the bills, if you don't make a profit and save yourself from having to shut this whole operation down. Kind of got me thinking that, well, okay, maybe, yeah, I should think about this. And I said, but being a salesman is such a negative thing. It's such a bad thing. I imagine being some cheesy guy who kind of tricks people. It's kind of what I was conditioned to, and perhaps a lot of you are conditioned to. When you watch movies, the person making the money is always the one who's kind of conniving and sneaking around, and it's seen as a bad thing to be ambitious. And he said, look, all sales is, in the correct manner that you want to describe it in, is the exchange of information and giving someone the option to buy. When he kind of put that across to me, my mentor, I kind of thought, well, yeah, that's all it actually is if you do it the right way. All your job is as a network marketer is sharing the information about your opportunity in the best possible light and giving someone the option to buy. That's all your job is. You're not trying to convince them, you're not trying to sneak around and take money off them for false pretenses. You're going to be truthful, you're going to use the tools that you've been provided and maybe some extra if your company's not that hot on marketing. And you're just going to lay that out there for the people in the best possible light and ask them if they want to join. If they say no, they say no. If they say yes, they say yes. It's no big deal. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So that's the first point I want to make. Let's start reminding yourself of that before you go out there and kind of sabotage yourself before you even begin, because a lot of you will be doing what I did, which is kind of be apologetic. Oh, I've got kind of something to sell, and I'll just mention it to you and run away, and it kind of rings alarm bells for people. They kind of see you as shady when you're not. The second point that I want to make before I leave you today is this advice will help you too, that you've got to actually ask for the sale. There's this kind of dance that goes on if you're not used to asking about somebody to part with finances. There's kind of this dance that goes around the obvious elephant in the room, which is you've created this elephant by not asking for the sale, and now it's become a bigger deal than what it actually is. Just because you feel you're asking for a lot of money, it might not be a lot of money for your prospect. Just because you feel that this is an awkward situation, until you did that and attached that emotion to it, it probably wasn't an awkward situation for your prospect. You, me, they, we all buy things every single day. It's how the world keeps on turning. We're all trying to sell an opinion in a conversation. We're all trying to sell a service or a product. It's no big deal. So just when you've reached that point where you've exhausted all the information, you've exchanged niceties, you really feel this is what is going to benefit your prospect, don't be embarrassed, don't be backwards coming forwards, as we say around where I live. Just say, so sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Leave it at that, see what they come back with. So me and you, are we going into a partnership? Are we going to work together on this? Just ask for the sale. Two things are going to happen. You're either going to get a yes, they're going to sign up and you're going to think, wow, this works, or you're going to get the actual reason, the objection why they're not wishing to join your business, and you can actually address that, as opposed to leave it kind of middle ground where you sort of asked but you didn't, and then you spend all night, all week thinking, well, I wonder why they didn't sign up, and you get frustrated. So ask for the sale and realise sales isn't a bad thing anyway. It's a positive thing. You're doing something to help somebody else. So I'll leave you with that today. I don't want to go on too long, as I always do. I hope that's helped you. If you got value from this, please leave a comment underneath this. And like I always say in my blog articles, someone just like you might need this information. It might change their business forever. So please consider sharing this around on your social media. I hope that you do. So go create a day that counts, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.